All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. We're going to do round one first and then round two. All right, here we go. Let's see what this Prizm Black is about. 3 autographs and 4 silver prisms. Ultra rare, Color Blast duels, Manga, and Prizm Mania. Dual autos and triple autos. From my understanding, this is all retired college and high school. Got these 6 boxes, just so we can do a rip. See what we get. Hopefully we get a manga for somebody, would be nice. You guys can hear me okay, right? Oops. I am recording this on my desktop as well, like I said. Make sure I could get it up on YouTube. Even my phone is disconnecting here. Dude, I should have just called this thing. Looks like the YouTube feed is good. Guys on YouTube, can you hear me? This is just a complete shit show right now. We got a complete shit show on our hands. Sincere apologies, anybody new in this break. We're having absolutely terrible connection issues. I am recording this break as well on my desktop. Okay, so sorry for the choppiness that we're going to have in between. But at the end of the day, I'll upload a good video over to YouTube, okay? All right, here we go. Good luck. Marino. Fireworks, Keelan Russell to 125. Is that for Alabama? Or is this a high school? No, this is a high school card. Dave Casper, football to 225. That's to the Raiders. Pulsar, Emmett Thomas. Fractal, Terry Bradshaw, insert. Ben Roethlisberger, white, 175 to the Steelers. Herman Moore, Prizm refractor. Get this set up right here so we can get cards at the right spot. Okay. There we go. Trying to make it centered on both the phone and on YouTube. We got red Roger Worley for the Cardinals out of 299. Marcus Allen, silver. Our first auto is Travis Henry for the Buffalo Bills. Not Derrick Henry. Travis Henry for the Bills. Caleb Downs, NIL, flashed to 249. And Vinatieri, 20 out of 49. 2-time Super Bowl MVP, right? Vinatieri. We got Kanye Udo to 199. Sorry for the bad centering of the cards, guys. I'm trying to get this centered on 2 camera points here, but we're going to fix this in a second. Calvin Johnson, we got Richard Dent on the ice. And our next auto here is to the Cowboys, Craig Morton. Sensational signatures to the Dallas Cowboys. 7 out of 10 gold. Cowboys going to Brian. Udo here. I guess if they don't have anything in their high school, huh? No, this is Arizona State. Oh, man. Sorting this is going to be fun. Sorting this is going to be so much fun. Try to fix this. Okay. I'm trying here. Trying, guys. Work with me. All cards ship in the break, by the way. We got Fractal, John Elway. Elon Russell, QB to 175. Alabama. Quinton Martin, Blue Ice. Keelan Russell, I'm just going to assume is a big pull. He's a quarterback for Alabama, no? You guys are going to have to help me. Talisman, Warren Sapp. We got Adrian Peterson. That's a nice hit to the Vikings there. To 75, red checker. Irving Fryer, red Prizm. Yeah, if you do all the college spots in one. Boomer Esiason, Talisman, and Ted Hendricks football. Kevin Jennings for SMU there. That's what I just should have did. High school, just everything non-pro is one spot, however much it costs. Would have made sorting much easier. Ricky Jackson, blue Prizm. Yeah, Peterson's nice. And a dual auto here to the Cowboy. Hey, all right. That's not bad at all. Roy Williams and Deion Sanders there in the backfield. One of the greatest safeties and cornerbacks in Cowboys history there. Roy Williams, the safety. Cowboys having a good break. Drake Lindsay, Purple Ice. Brian Urlacher. Guys, who are the big high school and college players? You need to help me because I don't got time to watch college football anymore. Lenoris Sellers. I know the Mendoza guy or whatever, but I don't know nobody else. Tim Brown on the flash there. Raiders, 249. Legend there. That's box number 1. At the end of box number 3, guys, we will take a short pause. We'll do a little recap. And then we'll go straight into boxes 4, 5, and 6. Is this guy a big pull, Keelan Russell? I don't know. Give me names, guys. Give me some names. What about Sellers? Any good? Star Attraction, South Carolina. Guys, all the numbered parallels, of course, are going to get top loaded after the break, okay? If you're worried. Julian saying, yeah, I know. I saw his name. Anybody else? He's Ohio State. All right, box number 2 of the break. We are ripping round 1 right now. Prizm Black. Those who joined on eBay, there were 2 sets of breaks. Number 1 and number 2. You'll see it in the description title or in the auction title. That number corresponds to the round we're ripping here. We are on round number 1, boxes 1, 2, and 3. Are these college players current players? No, I don't believe so. Soon to be current players. Soon to be. Looks like our connection issues have subsided a little bit. Hopefully I don't jinx it. But hey, not a bad auto at all there on the, oh my God, on the Dion and Roy Williams. All right, let's go box number 2. Good luck, everybody. Oh, this thing is all crooked. Struggling here. Struggling. Let's just see a freaking manga and get it over with. Okay. Eric Dickerson on the orange wave there for the Rams. 15 out of 60. Legend. Darrell Revis Island on the red out of 299. Talisman, Larry Fitzgerald. Silver. Chris Henry, Flash. Lawrence Taylor, football. I had this set up right, and then I went and messed with it. Take this out of here because it looks ugly. Should put Lawrence Taylor there, right? In this kind of product. Get a little legend up there. Tillman manga. Who's the big guy for Texas to pull here in this product? Dwight Stevenson, Purple Ice. Mike Allstott, silver. We got Charles Woodson on the purple. And our first auto here in this box, Rashawn Sanford II. For the Cougars. Man, I don't know if this is high school or college or what. We're going to have to do some checklist studying after the break. Personals only moving forward with Prizm Black here. Fireworks, Ice, Frank Gore for the Dolphins. Out of 125, Joe Montana there on the flash for the Niners. Out of 249, Larry Fitzgerald, refractor. Kaleidoscopic, Marshall Falk. We got Keyshawn Henderson, blue. Robert Brazil, white. Looks like the YouTube stream's been pretty consistent. Bob Lilly, red checker. More Cowboys. Steve Young on the Pulsar, not numbered on those. Fractal, Drake Lindsay. We got Quentin Gibson for the Buffaloes, Colorado, red Prizm. Jack Ham. There are many legends in this set. Yes, indeed. The legends. I think I heard of this guy before. All right, tail end of box number 2. We got Mario Craver, white Prizm. Charles Woodson, silver. We got a Orlando Pace gold auto. 2 out of 10 to the Rams. Orlando Pace. Legend. Luke Kuechly on the blue ice and Darrell Green on the gold to 10. For Washington, Redskins. Tiki Barber on the red. Troy Aikman, silver. Fireworks, Kewan Lacey. 1 second. Art Monk. And Harold Carmichael is our next auto.
Ooh.
Sensational signatures. Going to bed, my darling? How's your finger? Better? You gonna play tomorrow?
I'm only feeling better because I took the pain.
I shouldn't play tomorrow. I think you'll be good in a week then. Ooh, 4 out of 5. Look, there's only 5 of these ever made. Black gold. To the Redskins. All right, have a good night. Love you.
Why do you always throw the hats on the floor?
They don't make it into the garbage sometimes.
Make sure they do. They get all.
Yeah. Guys, all these numbered hits will get top loaded after the break. We're sleeving them up right now. We'll do a recap after box 3 before we rip the other 3. Last box of round number 1. Can we top the Dion dual auto? My board just looks so out of whack right now. Everything is just off here tonight. That must mean the manga's coming, right? Last box in round number 1. Triple auto Raiders. Rob Flores' request. I know Rob's all over this product. You got to go back a long time before there was some worthy Raider. Just kidding. You got to go back a long time before there was some Raiders worth pulling. All right, here we go. Keelan Russell. NIL. Okay, so I guess NIL means college, right? Here's an auto. Tavian St. Clair for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Prismatics auto. Talisman Patrick Willits for the 49ers. Blue out of 199. We got a Drew Aller at Penn State. Yep. 52 of 75. Penn State QB. Rod Smith red for the Broncos. Kaleidoscopic, sorry, Devin Hester. Kurt Warner flash. Joe Horn red for the Saints. Fractal Drew. We got Joe Green on the white prism. On the white prism black. John Lynch. Silver. Julian Sayin, there he is. There he is, baby. 69 of 149. Oh, baby. Ohio State Buckeyes. Christopher. That's the top guy, right, in the NIL spot. Ernest Biner silver. And a Roy Williams sensational signatures. Cowboys third auto of the break. Sorry, fourth auto because one's a duel. We got James Lofton red and a pigskin Charles Woodson Raiders. Got a lot of numbered cards in this product. All right, here we go. Tail end of box number 3. We got Peyton Manning on the kaleidoscopic blue ice for the Broncos out of 125. Here we go, Billy. A nice little Peyton Manning card for you. Mario Craver on the flash to 249. Tony Dorsett, Pulsar. Gunnar Stockton, Fireworks. Big Ben, Pigskin for the Steelers. Ozzie Newsome, Prizm. Hyper Prizm. Hyper. We got Zachariah Branch auto for the NIL. Be a college team. We got to figure out where these guys are at. Looks like Georgia. Peyton Manning. Talisman, silver, Mike Singletary. We got Drew Pearson, blue ice. Brian Dawkins, silver. Luke Cromanhope, red, and Phil Simms on the 6/49 orange. Pigskin, Emmett Thomas for the Chiefs. Randy Moss, silver. And white prism, Chris Dishman for the Oilers. That is going to do it for boxes 1 through 3. We got 3 more to open here. We're just going to take a quick pause to recap the hits from 1 through 3. Put those cards to the side and then go right into 4, 5, and 6. We got buyers in the room. All right. Let's recap. One through 3. Hope everybody's having a great night. We are about to do a quick recap of boxes 1 through 3. And then we are going to get into another 3 boxes straight away here, so don't go anywhere. Here's the recap of the hits on the side here. We got our Reds, Luke Kremahowick, Joe Horn, Rod Smith, James Lofton, Tiki Barber, Quentin Gibson, Darrell Revis, Irvin Fryer, Roger Worley, Blue Ices, Drew Pearson, Keelan Russell, Lou Kuechly, Frank Gore, Quinton Martin, Keelan Russell, Fireworks, Richard Dent. We got Pigskin parallels here. Ben Roethlisberger, Emmett Thomas, Charles Woodson, Art Monk, Ted Hendricks, Dave Casper. Red checkers, Drew Aller, Bob Lilly. White prisms, Chris Dishman, Joe Green, Marco Craver, Robert Brazil, Ben Roethlisberger. Blues, Patrick Willis, Keyshawn Henderson, Ricky Jackson, Kanye Udo. We got oranges, Phil Simms, Adam Vinatieri. Purple Ice, Dwight Stevenson, Drake Lindsay. Flash, Craver, Warner, Henry, Tim Brown, Caleb Downs. Orange, Wave, Eric Dickerson. And we got a Joe Montana Flash. Sellers Red, Russell White. Plus our hits from the board here. Non-autos first, Julian Sayin. Big pull for the Buckeyes. Peyton Manning, Blue Ice. Lawrence Taylor, Pigskin. Adrian Peterson, Red Checker. And the Black Gold, Darryl Green out of 5. And our autos in round number 1 here. Again, we're about to rip a whole nother 3 boxes. Don't go anywhere. The star of the show here, Deion Sanders, Roy Williams, dual auto. We can keep that up on the board because Brian's got him for the second half. Roy Williams, signatures. Pace auto for the Rams. That's gold to 10. Harold Carmichael auto to the Eagles. Zachariah Branch, Tavian St. Clair, Rashawn Sanford, Travis Henry, and a gold Craig Morton auto as well. That is boxes 1, 2, and 3. We are about to get into round number 2 here. For boxes 4, 5, and 6. Woodson purple. Yeah, I think so. Somewhere in there. Should have been in the recap, no? All right. 4 boxes. 4, 5, and 6. Here is the team list. Brad Sample, Alabama and Georgia. Brandon Welsh, Clemson, Colorado, Florida, LSU, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Oregon, Penn State, SMU. Brian Pallone, Bucks, Cardinals, Cowboys, Saints, and Steelers. Casey, Panthers, and Ravens. Chris, Michigan, and the Vikings. Christopher Martin, Packers, and Texas. Chiefs, David Burge. Dylan with the Bears. Eric's got the high school players. Jacob, Broncos, and Dolphins. James, Jets. Jason, Nebraska. Javier, Minnesota, Notre Dame, and the Seahawks. Jeff Michael, Falcons. Jeremy, Lions. Jesse, Bills. Chris, 49ers. Kyle, Arizona State. Martin, Eagles. Houston, Kansas State, Kentucky, South Carolina, Texas A&M. Matt Brown, Bengals. Matt Cullen, Patriots. Matthew Keene, Chargers. Michael Thomas, Giants. Tennessee, West Virginia, and the Titans. Mike Hansen, Rams. Ricky, Commanders. Rob, Raiders. Robert, Colts, and Ohio State. Sean, Browns, and Wes, Jags, and Texans. All right. Sound good? Great. Good luck, everyone. Round 2. We had some technical difficulties at the top of the stream, my friends. So far, so good since we've been live here. Hopefully it stays this way. We're streaming on YouTube through the Wi-Fi, and we're streaming on Facebook through the phone. Make sure we got 2 connections going. Plus, I'm recording this to my desktop. So the recording without any interruptions is saved there as well. We'll get the copy of that video uploaded to YouTube as soon as possible. Zachariah Branch is the great nephew of the late Raiders Hall of Fame legend Cliff Branch. Interesting. Rob Flores spitting some Raiders knowledge here in the group. I believe anything Rob says about the Raiders. He's a loyalist to them. All right, here we go. Box number 4. This is box 1 of round number 2 for you eBay guys. Eric Dickerson, Blue Prizm. Randy White, Pulsar. Fractal, Matt Frazier insert, Mike Frazier. We got Warren Moon on the blue ice. And to the Oilers going to the Titans. Steve Young on the hyper there. We got Dave Casper on the Flash Prizm. Chris Henry Jr. silver. We got Barry Foster on the Pittsburgh Steelers auto. TJ Moore, Pigskin, and Warren Moon on the orange. Tony Dorsett, red checker. Thurman Thomas, silver. You got Branch here on the fireworks and a Donald Driver red for the Packers. Flipper Anderson to the Rams on the auto. Someone's going to have to tell me who that guy is, but he's got an awesome name. Flipper Anderson. Next up, we got Troy Aikman, Talisman Silver. We got a Flash, TJ Moore, Ricky Williams on the blue Prizm for the Dolphins. Kaleidoscopic, Emmitt Smith, blue ice to the boys. Donald Driver, orange wave for the Packers. Herman Moore, silver. Make sure we put those in the right pile. Jet Tomala. Never heard of Flipper Anderson. Who's the big high school player to pull in this set? Somebody tell me. Leroy Butler, white Prizm. And about a Luke Kuechly auto. That's nice for the Panthers there. Casey picking up a nice one. Luke Kuechly. Legend auto, Prizm. Russell Fireworks, blue ice, and a Hardly Gilmore, purple ice, plus a red Joe Green. Let's finish out this box here. Kaleidoscopic Hines Ward, Flipper Anderson again in the red. Rondé Barber to the Bucks. And a pigskin Bryant Wesco Jr. for Florida. Dun, 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 dun. Guys, we put a poll up today in the page asking everyone, what would you buy if you wanted to buy one case? What would you buy into? 2025 Optic Football, 2025 National Treasures, or 2025 Flawless? If you had to buy one case for a break, which one would you buy? That's the question of the night. I already ordered it, but still an interesting question. We'll have more select football as well. TK has the next round of football. He's got some select full hobby select coming in. He wanted to rip some select. He saw me ripping all the fire. Wants to rip some fire as well. So if you guys want to break some select hobby, TK is going to have that this week. Maybe tomorrow. Here we go. Box number 5 of the rip. This is box number 2 of round number 2. National Treasures. Vote number 1. Flawless. Vote 2. What's up, B-Moons? I haven't memorized your guys' YouTube name yet. You guys gotta remind me who you are. I guess that's another good thing with Facebook, right? You see who's actually talking. Way I know exactly who it is. Well, the winning vote in the room was Optic. Again, obviously, if you could buy one, you know, you're gonna buy the higher end. But what would you rather get into for a break? Optic was first. National Treasure is a close second. Flawless lagged behind a bit and a bit further than I thought it would. We've never done Flawless. Would have been fun. Jeff says Optic, and he wants more select. Matt Brown says NT. I do think National Treasures is better rip than Flawless, in my personal opinion. What do you guys think about that? Here we go. Next box coming up. Talisman Art Monk. Flawless, way too expensive. Yeah. Can't argue that. Purple Ice, Sam Levitt. NIL quarterback. Sterling Sharp, Pulsar. Ricky Barr says, shut up and pull me a Sean Taylor already. Ty Simpson, Fireworks. Boomer Esiason, White Prizm to the Bengals. Sellers, Prizm. Rob also says Flawless is crazy expensive. Yeah. I'm not arguing against you guys on that. That's why we've never done it. Fitzgerald Talisman and a Caleb Downs on the flash there for for the Buckeyes. Luke, silver. Arch Manning on the pigskin there. That's the Texas pull. Okay, I didn't know he was still Sam Levitt. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. Out of 49. I don't know a damn thing about college football, all right, guys. I'll just be up front with you. And I damn sure don't know a damn thing about high school football. But I heard of this guy's name before. I heard he's all right. You got to be a really good college football player for me to have heard about it. How did I get the price list, you ask? How did I figure that out? Well, I just went to a group that knew what the hell they were talking about. Took it and made it lower. All right. Yeah, Arch I know. Arch Manning I know. And that the Saiyan guy. I forgot about him though. Ricky Jackson, blue ice. Brazil, silver. Dude, I used to be so heavy into college football. Lawrence Taylor for the Giants. And hey, how about a Boomer Esiason? 56 out of 99 auto. That's decent for the Bengals. Matt Brown, there we go. Boomer Esiason on the auto. I need to know who the high school banger is. Who's the high school top pull? Need answers. Barry Sanders, legend, talisman. He's definitely getting on the board. My favorite running back of all freaking time. Kellen Winslow, red. John Elway, flash. Everybody's favorite running back. Kaleidoscopic Santana Moss, Antonio Gates, pigskin, and their Monty Dawson. You know, Barry Sanders played when I didn't know that what retirement meant, and that players stopped playing. Because I mean, I know he retired early also, but it was like as a kid, it was like the most fun to watch him, and then next thing I know, he's gone, and I'm like, what happened? And that was it. No more Barry Sanders, just like that. That was a sad day in my life. That was a very sad day in my life. The top high school NIL prospect, no, Arch Manning. Yeah, he's not in high school. Dylan Rayola. Is that the high school kid? Dylan Rayola? Drake Lindsay, Fractal. We got Drew Aller, Penn State QB there, purple to 99. Trey Taylor, silver. Ty Law, orange wave. And Keelan Russell here, auto. 36 out of 49. NIL auto. Yeah, maybe I could rip this again and I'll just make an all non-pro spot. Leroy Butler, blue. Lenny Moore. And redemption. Oh, baby. Mark Brunell, prolific signatures. That's got to go to the Jags, right? We'll double check it. Mark Brunell. Oh, I probably should check it before I write the team name. We're going to say that's going to go to the Jaguars, but I'm not going to write it so we can verify first. Prolific signatures. Wes, I believe that would go to you. John Elway here. Broncos. Bruce Matthews, white prism. And that's going to do it for box 5. Box 2 of round number 2. We got our final box of the evening coming up, guys. 2025 Prizm Black. Hope you guys are having a good time watching us rip this. We'll do a recap at the end of the second half as well. Thank you guys for sticking it out through the connection issues. I thought we were going to have to call the break there and schedule it for tomorrow. But we stuck through it. We persevered. And we got one more box to rip here before we close it up. If anybody wants to buy boxes of Prizm Black shipped to your door, sealed, give me a ring. I usually got the best prices on everything. Usually. Sometimes I might not, but usually I do. Get it shipped straight to your door from one of the many guys that I work with on a daily basis. Anything you want, just holler. Here we go. Cowboys started off really strong, but they cooled off a bit here. Here we go. Last box. Good luck. Mark Bowman, tight end, starts it off. Blue Prizm. Darren Woodson, white for the Cowboys. Richard Dent, silver. We got purple, Nick Foles. Weird career there for him. Next auto, Browns. Michael Dean Perry, sensational signatures. 11 out of 49. Michael Perry. We'll let Nick Foles get his 15 minutes of fame just like he did in the NFL. Got that huge contract, living large now. Good for him. I'm happy if you don't pull another one. Got a monster haul. Yeah, dude. Cowboys, my goodness. Talisman, Ty Simpson, Blue Ice. Terrell Davis. Hey, my second favorite running back, maybe. I don't know. Between him and Emmitt Smith. 2A, 2B. Ty Law, red. Santana Moss, kaleidoscopic, and Ryan Wingo, flat for Texas. Joe Horn, pigskin to the Saints. Luke, silver. We got Darrell Green, white prism, and Marshall Faulk. Hey, that's a nice one. That's a nice one for the Rams. Mike Hansen. Nice auto there. Very nice. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you're not in our Facebook group yet and you want to join more breaks with us, make sure you look in the video description and click on the link to join us. Facebook.com/groups/TT Sports Cards. Proud supporter of Ute Sports. Got to show you guys pictures of our banners out there on the fields. Looks sick. I'm waiting to get a good picture so I could show a nice picture. Might have skipped over something. What did I skip? Well, everything ships. So that was the whole stack, I believe. Everything's gonna ship. So if we miss something, don't worry. It's coming your way. Might have been that one there. Fractal Messiah Hampton. Red checker, Bob Lilly. Chris Dishman, silver. Joe Delamelier. All right, Joe D for the Bills. Going to Jesse Delamelier. Joe Delamelier. Did I get that? Did I get that? Okay, got it. Jonathan Ogden for the Ravens, red prism. Bill Cowher for the Steelers. Is anything going to top our dual auto here? Nico Marchiol, West Virginia QB, blue to 199. Thurman Thomas, blue to the Bills. John Elway, Pulsar. Frank Gore, Fireworks. Frank Gore, Blue Ice. Chris Henry, Hyper. Larry Fitzgerald, Talisman. Ryan Wingo, Flash. Caleb Downs, Silver. Calvin Johnson on the pigskin. Paul Krause, orange. And that is our breakout. Thanks so much for being here, everyone. We're going to do a quick recap here, the last 3 boxes before we sign off. Just hang in there. That'll get started in just a moment. All right. First, we're going to do purple, white, red checker, and blue ice. Purple, Drew Aller. White, Darryl Green, Darren Woodson, Bruce Matthews, Boomer Esiason, Leroy Butler. Red checkers, Bob Lilly, Tony Dorsett. Blue ice, Frank Gore, Ty Simpson, Ricky Jackson, Art Monk, Emmett Smith, Elon Russell, and Warren Moon. Those will all get top loaded, of course. Next up, we got True Blue and Flash. Get them up. It's incredibly hard to pull. and Orange Wave. Orange Waves, Ty Law, Donald Driver, Flashes, TJ Moore, Dave Casper, Ryan Wingo, Bill Cower, Ryan Wingo again, John Elway, Caleb Downs, Rondé Barber. In our blues, Eric Dickerson, Martial, Thurman Thomas, Mark Bowman, Leroy Butler, Dermonte Dawson, and Ricky Williams. We got some more parallels here. We got Pigskin and Red. Pull it up. Orange and Purple Ice. Pigskins, Calvin Johnson, Joe Horn, Tonio Gates, TJ Moore, Bryant Westco. Reds, Ty Law, Kellen Winslow, Lawrence Taylor, Flipper Anderson, Donald Driver, Joe Green, Jonathan Ogden. Oranges, Paul Krause, Sam Levitt, Warren Moon. Purple Ice, Sam Levitt, and Hardly Gilmore. And our top hits from the board here from the second round. We'll do parallels first. We got Arch Manning for Texas going out to Christopher Martin, hitting the Ohio State and Texas on the right halves there. Purple Ice, Terrell Davis. Purple, Nick Foles. White, John Elway. Blue, Barry Sanders. And our autographs. We got Barry Foster for the Steelers. Mark Brunell redemption, assuming Jaguars. But we'll check. Keelan Russell, NIL auto. Michael Dean Perry for the Browns. Joe D for the Bills. Flipper Anderson in our top autos here in the second half. Marshall Faulk to the Rams. Boomer Esiason to the Bengals. Luke Kuechly for the Panthers. And the top auto this half and the whole break. Deion Sanders, Roy Williams there on the Mojo dual auto. 13 out of 25. We didn't even check the number on that. 13 out of 25. Thanks so much, everybody.